What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Today's the 14th of Wednesday. We're going against the Kings. But before I get into all that for tonight's game, this is going to be like the review and preview of the next 5 games and the last 5 games. Now, it went how I said it would probably go. We won 3 out of 5, no problem. Uh, we did get some injuries in that stretch of games that kind of is gonna hurt us because I'm gonna make a separate video about that anyway. But let me see. I got this new keyboard thing. I got to see how to work. It's like a hand keyboard with the mouse on top and the keyboard together, so I can like display the schedule on my TV, and it won't have to be on my computer. It's kind of cool. Yeah. I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to this technology shit. All right, that's it. There we go. Okay, so we went against the. I want to say, let me see where it started. We went against the Detroit Pistons, our first game in the last 5 game series. We won 105-96 by pretty much kicking them out of the playoffs. Uh, Josh Richardson was the high point man with 17 points. Hassan Whiteside had the most rebounds with 19, and Gordon Dragic had the most assists. That was a pretty good game. It was a tough game, though. It was a very competitive, tough game, like an Eastern Conference type game. Uh, it wasn't easy at all. We pretty much, like I said, we pretty much kept them out of the playoffs and kind of secured our spot at the 8th or 7th seed, which I'm really not happy with because I believe we're better than that. Let's go to the stats. Like I said, Richardson had 17 points. He shot. Yeah, I gotta get used to this little mouse thing. He shot 3 for 13 from the field goal. James Johnson had a great game. He had 14 points, shot 6 for 7, 2 for 3 from downtown. Gordon Dragic shot I think around 40% from the field, 13 points. Wade had a great game off the bench with 11 points, got us some energy. He didn't shoot well, but he kind of did all the little things that we needed him to do. Hassan Whiteside didn't have a great offensive game, but he did get the rebounds that we need him to get, and he did protect the rim when it was time to. Uh, Although he didn't get the minutes he really deserved in that game because of his shooting. Kelly Olynyk shot 6 for 10. He shot 3 threes in the game, 17 points, and that's pretty much all. Winslow had a great game, and by the way, Winslow has been playing very good lately. Like he is a freaking beast, y'all. All of a sudden, this guy, I think Dwayne Wade coming back and kind of mentoring him is helping him out a lot because you can see it in this game. And see, that's what I said during the summer that, or I think that was my other last channel, or I think that was the summer when I thought he was coming back. We need Dwayne Wade back for these young guys to mentor them. They need a mentor. Haslam is a good team leader, but you need a guy like Wade to really mentor the guards, particularly on this team. Luke Babbitt didn't have. No, Luke Babbitt shot 3 threes, was ended with 9 points. Roddy Magruder didn't shoot well, but he played some excellent defense on a certain spouts of the game. So all in all, that was a great game. Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond are a tough duo, and when they're going, it's hard to beat that team. But they didn't have Reggie Jackson, so that was a plus for us. All right, then the Phoenix Suns, we beat down 125-103. Really don't have to talk about that. Sun Whiteside dominated. A huge double double with 24 and 14. Kelly Olynyk had 8 assists. That tells you how bad that team is. We lost to the Washington Wizards. It was in overtime. Now, I already made a video about that pretty much, how the referees kind of screwed us over on a different, separate occasions, but a lot. We lost in overtime. We did bad in clutch moments. I didn't like Espo's um, decision to take Whiteside out and put Olenek in the last few minutes. So we already talked about that. Then we went to Philly on the 8th and we beat them 108-99. Hassan Whiteside had a great game. He dominated. He just dominated and shut out Joel Embiid. He had 26 points and 8 rebounds. That's the Hassan Whiteside I like to see, man. You guys, everyone talking about, oh, trade him, do this, do that. Hassan Whiteside is a beast. You just gotta believe in him. If he feels like no one believes in him, and I'm talking about the coach, if he feels like no one believes in him, he's not gonna play worth a damn. He's that type of player. You gotta believe in him. You gotta put him in. You gotta trust him. Uh, so we won that game. Really don't have to talk about that. We played excellent defense. Our shooting was crazy. And then we want to go to this juggernaut W we got against the Washington Wizards. It was in our home. 129 to 102. We wouldn't let up. We looked like the damn San Antonio Spurs in that game. We just stepped on their neck and we wouldn't let up. I mean, it's not really much I have to say about that game either. James Johnson had an excellent game. Olenek had 11 rebounds. When James Johnson plays like that, we are in him when him Hassan Whiteside and TJ. I noticed when those guys play well along with Gordon Dragic, we can't be beat. Literally, we literally cannot be beat. This team literally cannot be beat especially when James Johnson, the Johnson brothers, are playing well. So that was a W, another W. And then we lost to the Portland Trailblazers on the 12th, 2 days ago. We had a lot of fight in that game, and I see a lot of growth in Winslow. When everyone else was kind of, we lost pretty much. Winslow went out there and he kept fighting. He literally single-handedly almost brought us back. He was aggressive, and that's what I like to see out of a young cat like him. Even though he's like a year older than me, but you get the point. So Winslow, he had a huge double double. I think he had was it 20 and 13? I know he had 13 rebounds. Pretty much he played excellent, bro. Let me see the stats right here for this game real quick. He had 15 and 13, but that was a nice double double. A guy like that getting the rebounds when Hassan Whiteside's out, that's a good utility type of player to have around. Especially when Bam Adebayo didn't for a big man, he didn't get those rebounds that you needed out of him. So Josh Richardson didn't have a great game. He only had 4 points. So he was very inconsistent in this game. TJ's been playing his ass off lately too. I'm gonna give him his props. Saying if I'm gonna give Winslow his props, I'm definitely gonna give TJ his props because he's been playing his ass off lately. Wayne Allenton's kind of came back down to earth a little, man. He does shoot up a bunch of dumb shots that I don't like. He kind of reminds me of Deion Waiters. Kelly Olynyk didn't have a great game offensively either. And considering all of that, considering we didn't have Dwayne Wade, we didn't have Whiteside, we had a bunch of guys on this team that didn't shoot well besides Gordon Dragic, TJ, and Winslow. We still had a chance at the end of the game until they, blew it open kind of with Lillard and Nurkic. And that's because no one was guarding Nurkic. Hassan Whiteside was out. So that's a very positive, how losses are not positive. That was a very positive loss. So uh, that was the end of that 5 game review part of the video. Now we're gonna go to the preview. Oh, well, I didn't want to do that. So we got the Kings tonight, basically. This is one of the worst teams in the West. If I'm not mistaken, they're probably number 15 or 14. They're a very bad team. Let's just say that. Hold up. This computer's kind of moving. All right, I gotta get my other computer back. The one that broke down when I couldn't, make my videos how I wanted them. Then YouTube shut the video editing down. Kind of made my channel die a little. But yeah, so yeah, tonight we got the Sacramento Kings. We don't have Hassan Whiteside or D Wade, but I still think we can beat them. And then we have Friday, we're going against the LA Lakers on the 16th. I think we could beat them. So right now we're 2 for 2. And then Monday, well, no, 2-0, but you guys won't get what I'm trying to say. And then Monday we at a home game. Once we get off the road, we got the Denver Nuggets. It's gonna be around 7:30, so it's gonna be back early. So you guys that's on the East Coast, you won't have to stay up literally all the way to the morning time to watch the fucking game. Because I know I like watching the game around 6:30 where I'm at. Okay, then we had the New York Knicks. That's a bad team. I expect us to win that game. So now right now we're 4 for 4. And then we have the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now that's a big question mark considering we have them 2 times in the schedule, and I expect us to lose to them. We're gonna trade games with them, but we're gonna go against them again later on in the schedule pretty soon, and we're gonna win that game. So we're gonna pretty much swap games. We're gonna lose this game because it's a away game, and depending on who we get back by then, either Wade and Whiteside, I don't know. But as of now, I got us losing to Oklahoma. But I got us winning 4 out of 5 games. That should be very good for us. I think we could easily get to 7 seed, and we might come close to the 6 seed by the end of the season. You never know. But yeah, that's pretty much the review of this series of these 5 games, series 7. So let me see something else before I go. That's not what I didn't try to do that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted. That's pretty much all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You leave your comments, likes, shares, all that good shit at the just do all those things. Definitely share, guys. I really want to get this channel to 200 subscribers. We was on a movement when I restarted my second channel back up, and we got to 150 like that. And then all of a sudden it's just been, we've been stuck at 150, 140. I don't know, man, but I want to get this channel back popping, bro, especially when the playoffs get here. I believe we're going to get some more subscribers during the playoffs because I'm